Yeah, I just wanted to come out to a undisclosed place to make this video. I want to talk about some things I remembered as a kid. Um, I remember my mother dropping me off at my uncle's house, and he put on hardcore porn, and he was in his tighty whities. That's all he was wearing. I had a drink in my hand, and then I don't remember anything else. I remember that he had hardcore porn on the TV, though. I spent 3 days there. He had an in-ground swimming pool and stuff, and all I wore the whole time was swim trunks. When my mom came to pick me up, she asked me what me and him did, and I said watch girly videos. I'm having some memories that are coming back the past couple years about stuff like this, and when I mentioned it to my mother, she calls me a liar and stuff. I just want to say I sucked my thumb until I was 5 years old, and I played with this wig. It was a woman's wig. I don't know why I played with it. I played with like the hair while I sucked my thumb. And my brother Cody sucked his thumb and played with a My Little Pony doll. My Little Pony, like the I guess you call them like dolls or action figures with the hair. He did that until he was 13 years old. I found out that there's ties to My Little Pony and satanic ritual abuse, and the way he sucked his thumbs was, it wasn't his thumbs, I'm sorry. The way he sucked his fingers was like this. That's the way he sucked his fingers. Kind of like the Hail Satan sign, you know? I just think it's really weird. Whenever I bring this stuff up to my mom, she yells at me. I had a ex-girlfriend who was gaslighting me about my friends raping her, and breaking up my relationships with my friends. And it occurred to me that she once told me she went to acting school, and I was like, why didn't you do anything with it? Well, obviously I figured out that she did. She did do something with it. She dated me. And really fucked up my life. Her and my mother encouraged me to seek therapy, and eventually I did. I thought I had bipolar. Neural weapons were used on me, and since I got diagnosed bipolar, I'm completely discredited. And once I found out I was a targeted individual, I got discredited further. My living situation is dire. I don't have a steady place to live. So if anybody's watching this testimony, and has a private place for me to live, I do have income, and I can rent it from you. But anyway, what else do I remember? I'm trying to get all the facts in here. My father was in a biker gang. And actually the outlaw bikers specifically, which I have nothing to do with. He died when I was 9. Somebody went down a one-way road and hit him, and it was deemed an accident. He died when I was 9 years old, and the day he died I was crying, and my mother kept telling me, why are you crying? He was a piece of shit, and all this other stuff. They got divorced when I was like a year old. I was born in Florida. I don't know. I've heard Florida has some ties to this stuff. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get all the information out that I can in one video. I wrote a really long document about my life. If anybody wants to contact me and get the document that I wrote about my life, they can contact me at pintercole@gmail.com. Although a lot of people are hacking my accounts online, so I may not get the message. In the description, I'm going to write my phone number if anybody wants to reach me. Compare stories. I don't know who to trust anymore. It seems I'm not allowed to have a real friend. Everybody's involved in this. I've quit smoking cigarettes, but I bought a Black & Mild cigar today. Went out. I had to quit driving. I was being harassed and set up for accidents since I was 17 years old. I've been crashed into, and my cars were totaled every time. I didn't know why I was being crashed into. I've been set up for crimes and stuff like that. Everything was to discredit me. Once I found out I was a targeted individual, right before I found that out, I had the memories come back. And then the stalking got worse after I started remembering this stuff. Because of the neural weapons and the directed energy weapons, I'm 34 years old and I have both my hips replaced. I have all sorts of health problems. They've messed up my hearing recently. I'm not sure what's wrong with my ears, but I'm having some severe problems with my ears. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't drive anymore because I was being harassed so badly on the road. With an RF detector, I found a signal coming from up inside the door frame of my truck that I owned. I tore off the panel of the door, and the signal was coming from up inside of the door frame, and I couldn't reach up inside. Literally, somebody split the door frame and then re-welded it to put a tracker in there. At least that's how it appeared to me. I really freaked out, and I went and traded in my truck, and I got a small car, a BMW. And the BMW was totally rigged for harassment. People were slamming on the brakes remotely when it was snowing out and trying to get me into an accident. The radio was hacked. They were harassing me with the radio, and it was really bad. So I sold the car for pennies, and I'm riding a bicycle now. Unfortunately, everything I'm saying is a fact. Also, they were using electromagnetic weapons on me while I was driving. Because of these weapons, I believe I'm developing Parkinson's disease. I have a lot of symptoms of it, although I haven't been diagnosed yet. But yeah, I suspect I'm developing Parkinson's disease, just like the U.S. diplomats did. I'm having a lot of symptoms of it, and also my arms and legs have been periodically going numb, along with the ear problems. Having some neurological problems, I suppose. I had a CAT scan on my brain, and the doctor said it didn't show anything. It looked fine. So, I mean, they are using neural weapons on me. It's a hot day out. I'm just going to hang out with you guys. Try to make this a long video and just hang out, and as things come to me that I want to talk about, I'll get to them. I really want to make a video, but I'm staying with my narcissistic mother right now, who says I'm making this stuff up and I'm lying. She also keeps putting me in mental hospitals, saying that there's no such thing as being targeted. There's no such thing as satanic ritual abuse. I'm not sure if she's just a narcissistic abuser, or she actually knows. I'm not sure which one is happening. But well, what I'm saying is a fact, you know. Don't mind my tattoos. The only one I care about is my targeted individual tattoo. Perpetrators, when I was young, recruited me into being a Nazi skinhead. I don't believe in racism at all. I think in a world this cruel and this fucked up, there's no room for racism anymore. But yes, Freemasons and Zionists and all these cults and religions are the actual problem. That's the actual problem. I've had a lot of TIs say, "Oh, aliens are doing this." No, I'm sorry. I don't think so. I think it's an alien psyop. I mean, I'm not 100% sure if there's aliens or not, but I think we've been psyoped to blame it on aliens. They attempted to do this to me, and they are doing it to other TIs. So. Yeah, the reptilian psyop. So, also, one of my previous videos on this channel was evidence of satanic ritual abuse about a song I wrote when I was 15 that, for some reason, it was about a satanic ritual eating babies' intestines. I couldn't have thought of something like that. The way the lyrics go, I am not convinced that a 15-year-old kid is going to write a song about a satanic ritual. I don't believe it. I listened to some death metal bands, but, this was before the internet had MP3s and all that. I was buying the albums from stores. There's no song anywhere that quotes this ritual like I quoted it. Okay, so please see that video. Also, please mirror my channel. Please back up my videos. I've had a couple YouTube accounts where they got hijacked. They keep changing the passwords to my YouTube channels. They're changing the passwords to my Facebook. They're changing my passwords to everything. And messages are being intercepted. So, please, if you think you're talking to me, you might not actually be speaking to me. Also, if you message me or email me and I don't respond, it's because it didn't get to me. I will always respond to anybody's messages who's a satanic ritual abuse victim or a targeted individual. I will always respond. So if I don't respond, it's because I did not get the message. Yeah, so, what else? Oh, yes. I was talking in some of my videos, in one of my old channels, and if you like to hear me talk about all this stuff, please type in Targeted Individual Punk. That's the name of my old channel where I was talking about stuff. Please mirror and back up that channel as well. All my videos on Targeted Individual Punk and this channel, Cole Pinter. If anybody can mirror these videos and back them up and re-upload them on a different channel so that they don't get taken down or anything like that. Also, if anything happens to me, please speak out. If something happens to me, please speak out. I've had a couple perps actually tell me that I'm going to get shot soon. I had a doctor, Dr. Love in Ottawa, Illinois. He told me a married woman's husband's going to kill me, I'm going to get a car accident, or I'm going to overdose. And I said, why did you say that stuff? And he said it's going to happen within the next 2 years. It's been about a year now. Those things haven't happened, but I'm getting like covert death threats and stuff, you know what I mean? Like this. I'm finally putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. I don't know if my mother knows or not, but I kind of have a feeling that she knows. I have a feeling that she knows what's going on, you know. And I'm staying with her right now. It's a hellish situation. So if anybody has like a small house for rent or an apartment that's affordable or something, I don't have a lot of income. So please let me know if you have anything. Yeah, this is some sick stuff. And if anybody wants a text document with my story, please, when you contact me, just ask me for the text document. I wrote a very long document about my story. Every once in a while I add stuff in that I remember. I'm trying to compile my story the best I can, you know? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I guess that sums up my testimony for the most part. I don't remember cloning centers, and I don't remember some of the stuff that other people have mentioned. One last thing. I heard that a lot of satanic ritual abuse victims draw bodies with the arms missing or the legs missing. You know, almost like amputee pictures and stuff like that. I used to draw pictures like that all the time. I was almost unable to draw the arms and legs in my drawings. I was always drawing people with their arms and legs missing. So, yeah, and one last thing. I have had like little blackouts and pieces of time missing, especially in my apartment in Illinois. I would have these like I would drink some beer, and then I would not remember the night. I would just drink maybe 3 beers or something, or just eat dinner, not even drink beers. And I would wake up naked in my kitchen, and my clothes would be in a pile in the living room. On a few occasions, my anus hurt, and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I kind of assume I was raped, you know. But also, I'm not sure, but I've had a couple people mention that I might have dissociative identity disorder. I haven't seen evidence myself, and I'm unsure. If anybody knows how I could find out about my alters, if I have any, or anything like that, please contact me. Please let me know. Alright? Thanks. Bye.